to the premiere episode of Girl What You Doing podcast. I'm your host, Jada Cheyenne, and this first episode is just going to be getting to know me. So for starters, I'm Jada Cheyenne. I'm currently 22 years old. I'm a senior at Mizzou and I'm studying journalism with an emphasis in strategic communications. I currently have a radio show once a week. It's 2 hours long. I kind of have free range of what I can do, but I kind of like to pick a theme for each week and then play music according to the theme. I can talk as much as I like. I can do call-ins, which I just started doing recently. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I really enjoy that. I hope to continue doing that in the future as well. But I have aspirations to become a celebrity interviewer. So we're just going to go ahead and get to the Q&A part of this video. Hopefully I can answer a lot of the questions you might have. And if I don't, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will get to them in a later video. Okay, so the first question of the Q&A, what made you want to start a podcast? Okay, so like I said, I want to be a celebrity interviewer. But I feel like a lot of times when you work for a bigger company and you're interviewing people, you don't really get to ask what you want. And I don't really like a lot of the questions that people get asked on scenes, kind of like red carpets and stuff like that. So I figured to be able to do my own thing, I kind of would have to start a podcast so I could kind of run it how I want and ask the questions that I would like to. Next question, what do I like about Mizzou and the journalism school there? So Mizzou is currently where I go to school. I would say something I like about Mizzou is the connections. It's a really, really big school. So I feel like everywhere you go, you're going to meet somebody from Mizzou and they're going to support you simply because you went to the same college. As far as what I like about the journalism school, I would say for the 4 years that you're there, rather than working on becoming a journalist, you're working as a journalist. So by the time you graduate, you already have like 4 years of work experience, which is great on a resume and just gives you like a better experience as a student. All right, next question. Who is your dream interviewee and why? My dream interviewee is Issa Rae. I just love Issa Rae. Insecure is one of my favorite shows. And I feel like she really just like made something of herself through her past personality, who she is as a person, and just kind of making it into art. And I just admire that about her. So yes, I would love to interview Issa Rae one day. Okay, any advice for someone interested in journalism? My biggest piece of advice for someone who's interested in journalism is to not be afraid to kind of start your own lane and go your own way, which is kind of what I did. Because with my major and what I want to do specifically, there's not many things in my school that cater to exactly what I want to do, which is exactly why I'm doing things like this, you know, starting my own podcast while I'm still in school. So just don't be afraid to like be in your own lane and just start your own thing if your classes aren't catering to what you want to do. And one more piece of advice I would give to someone interested in journalism is to just make yourself stand out, because journalism can be a very competitive field. So you just have to kind of find your niche and just stick with it. All right, next question. What inspired the name of your podcast? So obviously, Girl What You Doing is the name of my podcast. I just feel like Girl What You Doing sounds like you're going to spill some tea. Like you text your friend like, girl, what you doing? You know, I got something to get off my chest. And that's what we're here to do. So. All right, next question. Unpopular opinion. My unpopular opinion is that pineapples belong on pizza. I don't care. I think it's good. And yeah, and anybody who doesn't like it just needs some new taste buds. All right, what were your interests in high school? I played softball all 4 years of high school. That was kind of my only interest. It took up most of my time, which is okay. But yeah, I played second base, shortstop, and I also pitched. Next question, what would you like to incorporate into your podcast while it's growing? That's a really good one. So I would like to incorporate not even celebrity interviews, but just interviews in general. Personally, I'm from St. Louis, and it's a city full of entrepreneurs and people doing their own thing, whether it's like artists, brand owners, just small business owners. So I would just love to interview people from my own city who are, you know, kind of following their dreams and allow the world to kind of see what they're doing. I also want to give people a platform, not just to be interviewed, but to be themselves, because I feel like interviews should be more conversational and less like interrogational, which I feel like is how they are a lot, especially when interviews are conducted by larger businesses. So I just feel like it'll be a good platform for people to come and just get the world to know them for who they are. All right, what is your biggest inspiration? I honestly don't know the answer to this question. If I had to pick one in the most, least cocky way ever, I would say myself. Simply because, like, I feel like I'm very capable of doing, like, anything I put my mind to. So, like, why not do it and create the platform for myself to do it? So, I would say, like, my past, current, and future self, like, all together is my biggest inspiration. Besides journalism, are there other ventures you like to do later in life? I would actually love to write a book one day. Probably not no time soon. Maybe in like 10 years when I feel like I've experienced enough life to write a book about something. But I would love to write a book. I like to read. Most of the books I read are like fictional, like romance novels and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up writing something like that. But I would like to be a published author one day. Who is your favorite artist? I love Bryson Tiller. He's been my favorite artist since like middle school, and he still is, even though he doesn't drop music all the time. And as much as I would like, I still listen to him all the time. But I would say Bryson Tiller is my favorite artist. I also love Future. Drake is definitely top 3 for me too. So yeah. What is your favorite holiday? Halloween is my favorite holiday. I've loved Halloween since I was super little. I don't know. I just like the vibes. I don't even have to dress up to enjoy it. And October is my favorite month. I love fall. I love the weather. So I think it kind of just all comes together. But yeah, I love Halloween. I love spooky season. I love going to stores and people starting to put Halloween decorations up. It's just something about it warms my heart. So yeah, Halloween is my favorite holiday. All right. What do you enjoy spending money on? Everything. That's my problem. But I would say self-care products. I would literally go in Target for one thing and come out with a $15 bottle of lotion, some $12 body wash, I don't know, like just all types of stuff. So I just love self-care products. That's one thing I would really kind of splurge on because like it's still benefiting me and my body at the end of the day. And another thing is just like, clothes, shoes, stuff like that. Stuff I don't need. But self-care is definitely like a big thing that I love to spend my money on. What do you wish more people understood about you? I wish more people understood that sometimes I don't be wanting to talk. And it's nothing personal, but sometimes I just don't be wanting to talk. And if I don't want to talk, I'm not going to talk. It's nothing personal. I'm just an introvert personally. And if I don't have nothing to say, I'm not going to say it. So yeah. What would your warning label say? I think my warning label would say cranky when hungry. I'm sorry. If I haven't eaten and I'm hungry, nobody talks to me until I have. Once I get hungry, we got about 15 minutes before the attitude really start attituding. So yeah, I don't know. Everybody knows it. If I'm hungry, please don't talk to me so I find something to eat. What is your favorite color? Every time I tell somebody my favorite color, they're like, oh, that's not a color. And I get offended because it is. But gray is my favorite color. I think it's just really like soft and cute. There's just so many shades of gray. A lot of the stuff I own is gray. Like this blanket, one of my favorite gray blankets is gray. My whole room was just gray before I switched it around. So yeah, gray is definitely my favorite color. And it's been my favorite color, and it is a real color. Thank you. What's something you're really bad at? I'm really bad at whistling. I've never been able to whistle. I don't know what it is. I just don't think I'm made for it. Like, I could try to whistle. It's not good. I could try something to come out. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't whistle. It's just never been something I could do. So, yeah, whistling, not for me. What app do you use the most? Honestly, I probably use Instagram the most, but I love Pinterest. I'm such a Pinterest girl. It's like the media without the social. You can just scroll and all the pictures just like relate to you and your aesthetic. So I love Pinterest, but I probably use Instagram the most. But with Instagram, I have to take a break every now and then because like I will just casually scroll and not be looking at anything at all. So yeah, sometimes I delete it off my phone, take a little break, but Pinterest always stays. Last question, what is your definition of success? So my definition of success, of course I want to be like, financially stable and things like that. But more so just being happy and just getting the opportunity to kind of chase my dreams and do what personally like makes me happy inside. One thing I'm really big about is like being happy within the workplace. If I don't like a job, I'm gonna leave. And even when I graduate, like if I go on and get a big job and I'm making so much money, but it's not making me happy, like at home, I'm gonna leave. I would rather take a low-paying job that keeps me satisfied personally than to just something that pays the bills. But like I'm miserable. So yeah, I think my definition of success would just simply be like being happy with who I am and what I'm doing. Thank you for tuning in to Girl What You Doing. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, so for this part of the video, we're just going to do some random this or that questions. So I just looked up some random ones and I'll just do that. Let's see. Okay, this one says pause, time, or rewind. Honestly, neither. I feel like I watched enough movies to where people do stuff like that and then the whole future is different and everything is, you know, falling apart and then there's flying cars and the world's on fire and I don't want to mess up the future. So I would not do either of those. Jeans or leggings? Leggings. If you know me, you know that I hate jeans. Baggy jeans are alright, which is what I have on now because they're a little more comfortable, but like I hate jeans. Like in high school, I didn't wear them at all. Jeans are like one of my least favorite pieces of clothing. I think they're just really uncomfortable. So yeah, definitely leggings. Early bird or night owl? I am an early bird. Like naturally, I'm up at like 7:30 every day. And if I don't wake up, my puppy is gonna wake me up. So either way, I'm up super early. But I'm definitely an early person. Like I'm the type of person that likes to be at a store when they open before the people get there, in and out type. So yeah. Sleep with a nightlight or complete darkness? You know, some nights I'm in the mood for like a little bit of light when I sleep, but most of the time I want it to be completely dark and I'm just gonna be knocked out just like that. So yeah, normally I don't like to sleep with any light. The TV, all of that needs to go off by the time I'm going to sleep. All I need is a fan and my bed. Tattoos or piercings? I love piercings. I don't know what it is about them. I'm definitely a piercings person. I haven't got any in like a couple years, but honestly feel like I ran out of like, I don't know, places to get piercings in. But yeah, I love piercings. Silver or gold? I love silver jewelry. I like gold jewelry with like certain outfits, but when it comes to like everyday wear, I love silver jewelry. I just feel like it looks really simple and clean, but the people who like gold jewelry say the same thing, so it's really just a personal preference, but I personally like silver. Okay, this one is vampires or werewolves. Okay, I'm a Twilight fan, but I started off reading the books and I watched the movies after. They say if you read the books first, you're going to prefer Edward, and if you watch the movies first, you prefer Jacob. I am definitely team Edward. I love him and I read the books first, so I'm going to go with vampires. Audiobook or hardcovers? Okay, this is a good one because I like to read. I can't get with audiobooks. Like, I don't feel like I'm reading it. And like with stuff like that, I would listen to something for like 10 minutes straight and have to rewind it because I didn't take in anything that was said. But I just like the physical act of reading. And it also like expands your vocabulary. I feel like listening to an audiobook almost defeats the purpose of reading because like, are you reading? So yeah, I definitely like to read physical books. Salty or sweet? I'm definitely a sweets person. I don't know what it is. I love me a little something sweet after I eat. Like I have to fight the urge every day, but I definitely love sweets. Like I love cookies, brownies, ice cream, chocolate. I love it. Like I just like everything. I love sweets, so definitely sweets. Cats or dogs? Dogs. Country or city? I would love to move in a big city. I'm from St. Louis, so like I feel like it's just a very St. Louis is pretty small, but it's just like a very normal place. But I would love to be in like a big kind of busier city. I think I would fit really well into it, and I also think it'd be good for my career. So definitely city. Netflix or Hulu? I'm gonna say Netflix, but Scandal is on Hulu. So Hulu, but Netflix. Coffee or tea? Tea. Coffee is okay sometimes. Like it has to be. I'm not drinking hot coffee. I'm sorry. Like I can't get with it. But like some kind of iced coffee that's really sweet, I'll drink it. But I love a good matcha. So I would say tea. Red wine or white wine? It depends on the occasion. Definitely both of them. But it depends on the occasion. Like, you know, what we eating, what we trying to do. Because red wine, I feel like is like straight to the point. Like if you're trying to really feel it, I get some red wine. But if I'm just sipping trying to be cute, then I get some white wine. Call or text? Only certain people can call me randomly and I'll answer. Otherwise, please text me or I will not answer. Thank you. Introvert or extrovert? I'm definitely an introvert. I don't always like people. in general. And it's not even anything personal. I just love to be by myself. Like, I don't know, it just kind of brings me to peace. I love being alone. And I feel like with going to work and stuff, I'm forced to be social, and even school. Like, I feel like you're forced to be social so much throughout the day. When I come home, I just like to be alone. Braids or weave? For one, it depends on the weather. It depends on the occasion. I will say, I don't know. So I just had some braids. I obviously have weave right now. This is a sew-in. Normally I have on a wig, but like, I don't know, like, I feel like me and wigs are going through a breakup right now. Like, I don't think we're going to last too much longer. So yeah, I'm really messing with the sew-in. So I do like hair in that aspect. But sometimes it's nice to have braids because you can literally get up and go. Like, you don't have to do much to them. It's very low maintenance. So I'll say it definitely depends on the weather and the occasion. Marvel or DC? I definitely would say Marvel because I love X-Men. Like, all of the X-Men movies, I've seen all of them in theater. That's one of my favorite like series of movies. So definitely Marvel. Girlfriends or guy friends? Okay, I think it's really important to have both because it creates a really good balance. And I feel like it's really important to have male friends as a female because men will let you in on like a new perspective because women don't know how men think. So if we're talking to our female friends all day, of course we're gonna agree with each other, but like sometimes it's important to go talk to a male and they can just give you a new perspective. So I definitely think you need a good balance of both. Movies or TV shows? I like TV shows because movies can get really long sometimes, and my attention span is just not long enough for that. Like, every time I go to the movies, even if it's a movie I really want to see, I just get a little distracted. Like, I have to get on my phone at least twice within a movie. I'm sorry, like, they're just too long for me to sit there and stay focused on one thing. But TV shows, like, the episodes are a little bit shorter, and you can stop and go as you want. And like, when I watch a movie, I literally rewind like 10 times throughout the entire movie. It could be an hour long, and I'm probably gonna spend 3 hours just watching the one movie. So, yeah, I would say TV shows. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles are really good. The shape and everything, you know, it's really good. Don't get me wrong. But I love pancakes. I love a good chocolate chip pancake. I don't know, like something about it. I just love a good pancake. Winter or summer? Um, Summer, you know, it is really hot, but I just hate winter. I just like it's unnecessarily cold. It's not fun and it hurts. So not winter. And then my birthday's in the summer. My birthday's in August. So definitely summer. I don't like being hot either, but I don't know. Summer is just winter just rubs me the wrong way. Like, it's just way too cold. Sweater or hoodie? Definitely a hoodie. I put my hood on, tie it up, and be mysterious. Nobody has to know who I am. So, okay, Chinese or Mexican? Like I stated earlier, I'm from St. Louis. Okay, yeah, I'm from St. Louis, and we have the best Chinese food in the world. Okay, better than China. So definitely Chinese food. Like, every time I go home, that's the first stop. Like, I might hit the Chinese restaurant before I go home. Like, that's how serious it is. So, and I want some. Fake plant or real plant? I love real plants. Like, this is real right here. And then in my room, I have like, I don't know, like 6 real plants. There's some of them are small, some of them are big, some are in between. I just love plants. I love nature. I love living things just in general. So yes, I love a good real plant. I no longer buy fake plants. And they're good for like air quality too. So yeah, definitely real plants. Rain or snow? I love the rain. It's so soothing. Like, it can start raining and I might go sit in my car and listen to music and vibe if that's what I feel like doing. Like, that's how much I love rain. And like, it just helps you sleep. And like, for a certain amount of time, I was going to sleep to rain noises like every night. Like, it's just so soothing to me. So definitely rain. I love rain. Okay, our last this or that question: soul food or barbecue? I definitely, as much as I love a good barbecue, I definitely have to go with soul food. I feel like nothing in the world is beating that mac and cheese and sweet potatoes combination. Like, and if you know me, sweet potatoes is literally my favorite food. That might sound crazy, but sweet potatoes is my favorite, and nothing is beating that combination. Like, So that concludes the first episode of Girl What You Doing. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. In the future, you can expect some interviews with lots of different people, from small business owners, brand owners, artists, entrepreneurs, and more. You can find us on Instagram at Girl What You Doing Pod to keep up. Again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.